never pulled any of my tire chains off the tractors yet. Some big snow. Well, how's everybody doing today? I've been tinkering around on this little SC. A couple weeks ago I put in a mixture of acetone and automatic transmission fluid, and didn't seem to have any luck with it. Pretty sure the first or the two middle cylinders are stuck. We'll see a second one there. So I pulled all the spark plugs back out. Took my long air hose here, or air blow gun, and blew all that stuff back out, and I filled those two cylinders up with some liquid wrench. Fair to give that a shot anyways. Let it sit for a while again, and I took the starter out so I could stick a pry bar in there. Turn on that flywheel, and I tried rocking it back and forth with it in fourth gear a little bit. Nothing too, I don't want to get too crazy and break something. But yeah, you can see where I blew that piston, that cylinder out there. It all rusty, nasty, slimy stuff came out of there, so pretty sure that's my main culprit. So I guess we'll let her sit and try her again. That don't work. I guess we'll have to drag her in the shed and pull the head off and try tapping on those pistons with a wood block or something. See what we get into. On the bright side, it quit snowing. It's actually kind of nice out. The wind ain't blowing. Been doing a lot of fixing here later, trying to fix. So yeah, I'll show you some of the projects we're getting into, I guess. So we'll check back in a while. Alrighty. Well, yesterday I was working on this merger. I went and had the belt different splice put on. See if we can see it down here. So they put in a nice heavy splice for me. I had just enough to get her in. I had to put a channel locks and, see if I can show you here, and crimp these together. And Dad fed that, there's a cable goes down through there that holds that splice together. So we just kept pinching on down the line. He'd wiggle that cable in. We got her, but there was no extra room. But hopefully that's going to take care of it. That belt's really in pretty good shape. Hate to buy a new one and toss away a good belt. So at least that's taken care of. I'll show you what the original splices look like on that extension table. So that's originally what was on there. Just near as heavy of a splice, so hopefully this other one's going to hold up. So I was thinking, well, this thing should be in ready to go, good shape. And we got looking at it, and I'm sure just kind of leaning on it, BSing. Seen this bar. Doing that. They're not supposed to do that. That one's okay. I think this one's okay. This one's not okay. So what goes on in here, I guess I'll have to tear it apart to show you. I'll tear it apart anyways, so just kind of pisses a guy off. You know, you buy something, and I can't really pin it on the salesman. He said, oh, it came down from a guy down the road. They've been dealing with him forever, and he was using it all the time, using it with the splice being broke and whatnot. So, yeah, somebody's feeding a line of crap there. I don't think you're using that pickup like this. and they had stuff loosened up on that belt adjustment over there, so they were monkeying with it. I'm assuming they had some issues and didn't want to mess with it and got rid of her. There's a tightener rod here. There's a rod goes all the way through to the other side. Well, that was all rusted solid. None of this would turn. We got all that freed up. So, still think I made out alright. I bought it pretty cheap. I just didn't get the deal I thought I did. So anyways, guess I'll open that up over there and show you the mess we got in there to fix. Alright, got my outside band off here. So these things run in a track, and there's supposed to be rollers on them. Keep them going around the right way. And it's kind of a oblong thing. You can see they got one missing here. And I think there's another one. This is completely broke off. So that's allowing those to flop around in there. There's that one that's broke off. And another one that's broke off. I got a bend in the track here a little bit. Hopefully I ain't gonna bugger nothing up. There's a little hole through the side up here. So all I have to do is run these up to that hole. And then try to unbolt that and slide it through there. So, you know, it's not a real bad fix. I wouldn't think those are very expensive, you know. But you know how that goes. You don't think something's very expensive. It'll probably be about $30, $40 a piece. We'll hope not. So yeah, shouldn't be too big of a deal. Just glad we caught it now, because if I'd have went out to start merging some hay on first crop and the pickup didn't work after doing all that to the belt, you'd probably see the steam rolling out of my ears for miles. So we'll probably get this stuff off, probably be about shore time, and I don't know if we'll get into much else today or not. We'll see how she goes. Alright, it's getting about time to head to the barn. Got a good week or so more of this weather. Rain, whatnot, so it's going to be a project week, I guess. I'm going to get this taken care of. I want to take these remotes apart on the 656, Dad's tractor. Get those O-rings replaced in there so that quits leaking. Can't afford to have oil dripping on the ground anymore. And another thing I gotta do is get working on my chopper. I've got a liner to put into the blower. The liner goes in around here. The old one was shot. We took it out, just adjusted the paddles, but it's getting where the paddles need adjusted again, so I got a liner. Gotta get that put in. And I still gotta take processor off and head off and whatnot, but I ain't gonna worry about that for now. And hopefully on the days it's not drizzling rain, we'll keep monkeying with that little SC tractor. I'd like to get that going. I'd like to get my oldest daughter started on raking hay this summer, so see how she goes. So I guess we're gonna call this one good enough, and that was nothing very exciting, but is what it is. So maybe I'll show you guys some more stuff as we go along this week. So I guess thanks for watching. We'll catch everybody later.